Good evening, everyone. So we are from group 2, which is tutorial D78. So my group member has Eddie Chu Leong Hang and Ding Peng, and also me, Erin Teo. Today we will explore the complex world of fraud and scams. So crucial knowledge in our increasingly digital society. So let's into our first part, introduction. So what is our objective? By the end of this presentation, you will be able to articulate a clear and comprehensive definition of fraud and scams, highlighting key elements such as deception, intent, and financial gain. So the second one is you will recognize and categorize various types of fraud or scams. And the third one, you will communicate information about fraud clearly and effectively, whether through written reports, presentation, or discussion. So what is fraud, or we call it scam? It involves deceptive practice instead to trick individuals or organizations for financial gain or other malicious purpose. So fraud is an intentional deception to secure unfair or unlawful gain. So it often involving misrepresentation of facts. I will show you 10 types of fraud and scam. And so let's see what is that. So the first one, which is identity thief. Usually they're using someone's personal information unauthorizedly to scam you. And the second one, which is phishing. They're tricking individuals into revealing sensitive information. And the next one is online shopping scams, which is deceptive online purchase practice, often with fake products or non-existent goods and service. So the fourth is the investment scams. The fraudulent schemes that promise high returns on investment but ultimately result in financial loss for victims. And the fifth, which is wire fraud, illegitimate use of electronic communication to trick individuals or organizations into transferring funds. And the sixth one is lottery or prize scams. Fraudsters notify victims that they won a lottery or prize, but they need to pay fees or provide personal information to get it. And the next one is social engineering, which is manipulating individuals into divulging confidential information or performing action that compromise security. And the next type is credit card fraud. Unauthorized use of someone's credit card information to make purchase or withdraw funds. And the next one is the tax scams. So the fraudulent scams relate to tax, often involving fake tax refunds or tricks of regulation. And the last one is the healthcare fraud. So the deceptive practice within the healthcare system, such as false billing or insurance fraud. So which of the example do you think is the hardest to detect? And then what made you say that? Let's pass to my second members, Eddie.
So now it's my part to give the intentional news regarding of scam for our group. So this is the headline of our international rules about scams. Scam victims in Singapore lost 660.7 million in 2022. More than half of them were young adults. Here's the graph regarding of the news. A total loss of 660.7 million in 2022, up from 632 million in 2021. So approximately of 1.3 billion was lost to scams in the past 2 years. More than 53% of scam victims were between 20 to 23 years old. So this also debunked the myth about age 60 or above to easily get scammed by scammers. From the chart, we could see that age 60 or above only made up of 6.5 to 2.1% of the victims, and 20 to 29 made up of 26.7% of scam victims. Another 26.8% were aged between 30 and 39. Scammers would impersonate officials or trusted entities by using job scams, e-commerce scams, investment scams, and fake friend call scams. Here are some examples about the scams. So I'm going to talk about ethical issues number one regarding of scam. The first will be deception and fraud. Scam inherently involve deception and fraud, where individuals or organizations manipulate others to gain something of value. This raises ethical concerns as it violates trust and undermines the principle of honesty and integrity. Ethical issue number two is exploitation of trust. Scams often exploit the trust that people place in various institutions, businesses, and individuals. This betrayal of trust erodes the social fabric and can have long-lasting effects on people's willingness to engage in transaction. So that concludes the international news part for our group. Thank you.
Welcome everyone, I'm Lecture. Today I'm gonna presentation to the ethical and the cyber project. Today I'm gonna presentation is the scammer case in Malaysia. The scammer case in Malaysia is very have a lot. A total have 98,607 online case, and in total 3.3 billion ringgit Malaysia has been reported missing. In Kuala Lumpur, at 80 years old, Malaysian teenagers were scammed into the parking with 3,900 in saving after telling the police have coming. The package is under his name. Using a model operation similar to many another prices scam, the Malaysian police said that the packet under the teenager name is drugs. And the teenager is very panicked and he booked a homestay to hide himself. After 2 days, then he caught by the police station, the policeman. The victim will instruction to speak with another who claimed to be a senior police officer, and the police say the victim is make a payment to a many bank account with the suspect. But finally, the police officer will catch the two suspects, which is a 22 years old medium man in Penang, and one is 24 years old new account owner in Kedah. And this is a picture to show the scam case in Malaysia. You can see it's quite a lot. And lastly, the scam can be many ethical issues for the scam. First of all, is deception. The scam requires deception to trick the victim to make them false information or promise, and no one want to trust the victim anymore. This will branch of the trust and undermine the presence of the honesty to another people. Second is a financial harm. The scam typically result in financial losing of victim. It will make the unhealthy waste and custom in the food in that country. It will make a lot of scam case in the country if no one scam case did not get controlled by it. Lastly is a manipulation scam. Is the victim maybe will be stressful or they can control their emotion when after they're being scamming, because it's very scareful and very sad to the victim, and also the person gain God's Asian ethical started and it will be illegal on law. It also make victim emotion trauma from their life. And that's for all for my presentation too. Thank you.